What's good? What's good, YouTube? And today I'm coming live from the car on break. Coming live from the car, man. I'm on break. I ain't got much to do, so I just decided to come to y'all and drop a little video on y'all today. And today I just want to talk to y'all because I had a few people that say they, inquiring on becoming a barber. So if you're considering becoming a barber is a great profession. A barber is a really, really, really great profession. If you want to change your life, becoming a barber can do that, or a barber stylist, or, whatever you want to call it, to each his own. So I want to dive into like a little bit of the requirements to become a barber. Each state may vary on like what the hours they require for you to legally become, licensed barber or barber stylist, whatever you want to call it, give or take. So in South Carolina, the requirements is 1,528 hours. Also, you can do OJT. I'm not sure about like what the hours are. It may be a little bit more hours if you do OJT. But OJT is also known as on-the-job training. And that's where you, usually people that do on-the-job training have a little bit of skill set already. So they just come tighten up their skills, get more reps and, get more reputable, so their skill set can grow. Learn the business more. Learn skin and scalp disorders. Learn more of the not the practical, but the what do I call it? I can't even think right now. The theory. That's your book work. That's gonna be skin, scalp, hair, chemicals, everything, the whole nine, the whole shebang. But yeah, so you need 1,528 hours. You need to go to your local state board, which will be in your most state capital, the area where your state capital is. You're going to go to your state board area, and then you're going to take a state test. It's going to require you have to take a practical. You got to take a theory. Theory, like I say, is book work. It's going to be like 100 or something, maybe 200 or something questions, multiple choice. And your practical will be where you do your hands-on training, and you'll go to a designated testing area, and they'll, test you there on your skill set. And that's pretty much it. I'm not sure about like what the prices for each state and city cost, because it varies from state to state. But what else? That's it on becoming a barber. You probably, let's jump into like some of the, I know a lot of people be asking like, what do barbers make, or what have I made, or what have I heard of barbers making? I've heard as low as struggling barbers or barber students may make from anywhere from 0 to 10,000 a week. Yes, I know you're like, nah, he's lying, he's capping, he's not being real. No, you literally can make $0 to $10,000 a week cutting hair. It all depends on you. What you put in it is what you will usually get out of it. Your grind, your mindset, your skill set, all of that is going to tie in together. So yeah, you get out of it what you put in. What else? Pretty much like the first in, last to leave. That's gonna be your mindset when you're being a barber. You're gonna want to communicate with people. You're gonna want to be clean. Because word of mouth travel. You're gonna want to do everything right. You're not gonna want to do nothing that's gonna jeopardize, the barber career, your barber career, or your path to success on your barber journey. Time frame it took me to get out of barber school. The program was designed for like 14 months, but I came out in 10 months. So I did full-time. You can do full-time or you can do part-time. I chose to do full-time because, you know, I wanted to go ahead and knock it out. I was eager. I wanted to jump out there in the field. I wanted to start putting hair on the floor, making money. You know, I wanted to change my life, man, because I was working dead-end warehouse jobs, getting laid off, just getting treated any kind of way. The money for the time frame wasn't worth the work that the warehouse was requiring me to do. It just wasn't it. That wasn't the way. So I wasn't feeling that. So one day I had got laid off, and then the place that laid me off, shoot, I just left. I was like, man, you know, I said some stuff to him. We had a little bit of words. I said how I felt, because you know how you feel. Don't nobody want to get fired. You just feel played. So I left the warehouse or whatever, and I cut down through this little city that was like the neighboring city of where I was working at, in the town I was working in. So I had cut through this little city or whatever, and I had needed a cut, because I was like, man, I need me a haircut. So I called around to all the barbershops on Rock Hill, and I knew a couple people that was already cutting hair in Rock Hill, but everybody was booked up. Couldn't nobody get me that particular day, and I was already just feeling down, looking down, so I needed a pick-me-up, you know what I'm saying? I needed a haircut. So I was passing this little shop through this little area. It's called I forgot the name of the street, but it was like in a little urban, a little rural area or whatever, and little city, little town of this area I was riding through, and I ran up on this little barbershop. So dude, he was actually, I think it was either his off day or a slow day, or he was like go one. But long story short, he worked me in, and we was chopping it up. And I was asking him about barber school and stuff, and he was letting me know that his family ran a barber school. So he turned me on to it. I made the play. I think I waited like a week later after I got my hair cut before I went and hollered at his family. And before I went over to the school to try to get myself signed up for the school. So once I did that, I got that out the way, stopped procrastinating. I went to the school, signed up for barber school. And man, let me tell you, the doubt that you're going to get when you pursuing your dreams, whether it be barbering, auto body, whatever, rapping, dancing, whenever you see fit for you to pursue your dreams and doubt or see it, man, you're going to get so much doubt, so much slack, so much. You're going to watch. It's just going to be unreal. And most of it going to come from the people that's closest to you, even family and friends. You just won't believe how many naysayers that told me I wasn't gonna do it, or I'm just doing this and that and the third. Yeah, excuse me, I keep looking in the mirror because I'm trying to make sure my camera hasn't cut off, because I'm doing it from my phone, my iPhone, and it will cut off on you sometimes, you know. But yeah, so after I get signed up or whatever school, they let us know the enrollment period. So I enrolled into the school, started the school. Long story short, 10 months later, I'm out of school. I got my hours and stuff, my 1,528 hours. I got that. And oh yeah, and the journey through school wasn't no breeze. It wasn't easy now. So I may make it sound like it was easy, but it wasn't easy, bro. I'm talking about, I was going to school full time. I wasn't working no more. I was just making tips in school, doing little odd assignments, you know, just to try to make some little money here and there, trying to pay my rent. Got behind on my rent, end up having to move. Right when I moved, that's when I took the test or whatever and got my license. Matter of fact, I took the test twice. I passed my practical the first go around. And then I failed my theory. I had to take the theory twice because I failed it once. So I had to take the theory twice. So that's 3 times I had to pay for that test, you know, and then didn't have the money to do it with. So I was like, God, if you see fit for me to do this, just show me the way. And somebody, I was like in tears, man, just trying to figure it out. So once I got my license, that made me more official. That made me more serious. That made me want to like lock in on it more. So I started cutting from a school. I went and cut at the shop that the school like recommended me to go to. That was a nightmare, and I'm gonna say that for another day, another story. But yeah, that was a nightmare, and I left, went back to my hometown and started cutting. Everything was still slow now because I'm fresh out of barber school. So everything was still extremely slow. So I went back to my hometown. I had linked up with this barber that had a shop who used to cut me and my dad and my brother hair as kids or whatever. Also, I knew him from the school because he worked at the middle school that I used to go to. Because like I say, he used to cut our hair. And I went to this middle school that he was like he was a coach there and a teacher or whatever. Teacher's aide or something like that. But I know he was also like ISS teacher, and I had to go in there with him one time. But yeah, not trying to stray away from topic too much. So I'm on my second shop. Still slow. It's still slow, man. It's still slow. Hell, I was even considering going to get another job to go with it, you know? It was still slow. So, matter of fact, I think I probably did get a little job to go with it, but it wasn't that. I don't think I pursued it because it just wasn't what I wanted to do. It was like defeating the purpose for even going to barber school, you know, trying to change my life, trying to boss up. So I did that. I'm on shop number 2. I think this guy ended up selling the shop. Yeah, man, so I was recording earlier. What's good? What's good? I was recording earlier and my camera had cut off on me. Storage was full. But yeah, so I'm on shop number 3, right? And the barber at shop number 3, he was an old school barber, more stuck in his ways. Now, I don't think I'm trying to blame people and blame whatever for the dip in my career path or whatever. Because, nah, I'm taking full accountability for it. But it is what it is. So at shop number 3, you know, doing my 1s and 2s. I just end up leaving, long story short. But man, listen, if y'all want to continue some more of these stories, some more of these suggestions and different conversation topics or whatever, drop down in that in that comment section or that bell. Hit that bell, click on it for you get them notifications. But we're gonna come back with some more stories on another day, y'all. Go like, comment, subscribe, run the content up. Plenty more on the way. Peace out, and I'm out.